Hello friends, I am here in front of the easel. There's nothing back there, but there will be in a second. We're going to start painting this painting and try to get it close to this one. Now I know that the painting won't be exact. I can't copy a painting, but I can show you kind of what I did to get this effect. Just a big mountain shooting out of the canvas, right? And that bright orange all over the mountain and in the water. So we'll work on this one. I'm actually going to show you before we start how to mix up this cad. It's cad orange is what it is if you bought it in a tube, but I'm using Bob Ross color, so we're going to use cad yellow and bright red and mix it up, and we're going to get to painting this and see how it turns out. Thanks guys for tuning in, and let's get to the palette and show you how to mix up your colors. I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so here's the colors we need for this painting, but I want to talk about one thing real quick. I use cad orange when I'm not teaching classes and painting using Bob's name. So it's just an easy color to have. It's a pretty color. But it's very easy to mix a color that will work just like on the painting that we're doing using cad yellow and bright red. And what I've found is that the best mix to get close to cad orange is about 2 parts of cad yellow versus about 1 part or so of bright red, and then we just got to scoop all those up like that on our knife, right? And put them down and turn them over. And what we'll do here, just so you can see that you don't have to buy every color under the sun. I'm just lazy sometimes, and you know, I wouldn't use this in a class, but I use it sometimes when I'm painting just for myself, like the other night. I did not intend to make a video of this one, but you can see already it's looking really nice orange that we're getting there. Just mix it up pretty good. You want to mix this one thoroughly. And again, that's 2 parts cad yellow to about 1 part bright red, and you'll get pretty dang close. Okay, I'm going to put that out, and then I'm also going to show you, just so you know, I'm going to kind of test it here, flatten that out. May have a little too much bright red in it. That's fine, I really like that color. But yeah, a little bit too much bright red. But it's very similar. I'm just going to mix those two together. Right there. This pile has just a little bit too much bright red, but still I like that color. That's the one I'm going to use in the painting that we're doing. That's what I sometimes use, and that's cad orange. But very similar, right? You can see this is a little bit darker. So actually I'll just put that in there and use it. But that's how you mix you a nice bright vibrant orange, and it's probably like I said, 2 parts cad yellow, whatever your parts are, you know, big squirts or whatever, and then maybe a less than 1 part red, just under 1 part red. That way you get a true cad orange, sorry. And it looks pretty similar to what you can buy in a tube. Of course, remember, I'm using Bob Ross paints here for this painting. So there's the color we're going to put on the canvas. All right, let's go to it. Our color mixed up. Let's go up here to the canvas. And I'm going to take a 2-inch brush here, get in my color. And you don't need to see me doing that steps, just adding color. Always make sure you kind of bounce it in the paint. You want it evenly distributed throughout. And then let's start up here. Oh boy. Whoa. That is, piece of the canvas came off. That is bright orange, right? Alright, let's add some more. However bright you want this. It would be good to have some areas that are not quite as vibrant. And I'm going to put some down here. But remember, this painting has a humongous mountain in it, so we don't need to go all the way down with that. And what we can actually do, maybe we'll make one little change here. I'm just going to kind of smack in some color in there. Maybe it'll look like a little cloud floating around. I had a couple of little clouds in the other one, but you can't really see them. So that's probably enough for the sky. Nope, I decided it wasn't. We'll make that corner brighter too. It'll be bright. Alright, maybe a little bit more. I love orange and blue together. That's what we're working with here. So there we go. And we'll just, if we want to, we could just clean our brush off down here. Just somewhere down here. It doesn't really matter. We'll put more water in here when we get down here. I'm bad to put my water in late. So we'll just kind of stick with that pattern. Alright. Look at our sky. That looks pretty good. That will work. Alright, I'm going to grab some mountain mix now. Just because I'm lazy. If there's anything about me that's close to Bob, it's about when Bob would talk about being lazy. That's what I am. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to wipe my knife off. And I'm going to flatten that paint out. Grab me some and go to town here. Look at this. Watch this. We got to figure where we want our mountain. Oh, it lives up here somewhere. Goes all the way off the canvas. Somebody said I need to learn how to crop my photos when I was like, no. That's the way I wanted it to look. Take a little bit here just to put this on. We got it coming down here. We got about that much sky right there. Not right there, maybe. There we go. Just start pulling that paint. Let's lay our shape in here. I'm looking at the other painting. If you can see me turn my head, I'm like, Bob, I've got another painting over here. Off the camera. Off the camera. It'll come down like that. Kind of pull that in. So we cut her peak off. Not very nice, was it? There, I don't want to see any of that orange up there. I'll get my hand all in that paint later. I'm going to pick this canvas up to move it. Let's go here. And I've got a little jut right here somewhere. And it kind of just attach it in there. Again, I'm using Mountain Mix. Great color I have on hand. You can also mix your own Mountain Mix. No big deal. You could use a very blue base for this one. Very blue. And I just kind of want to throw some shapes in here. Not sketching. I'm not really laying out the mountain. I'm just going to think about it. It's a little different when you're working on this big a mountain. Remember, this mountain's got to come down probably to here. This is an 18 by 24 inch canvas I'm working on right now. So it's a little bit bigger than the one I did. I think it was 16 by 20, the original. So I'm just going to put some stuff in here. And then work my way down. Alright, got that in there. Let's grab a clean 2-inch brush here. Now remember to always take your knife. And I didn't. Straight. As much of that off as you can. You want to get just as much as you can off, because the less paint you have, the more likely you're going to have success at getting it to stick. Right? A little bit outside my line, just correct that. There. Alright, that's good. Now we're going to the 2-inch brush here. We're going to pull this mountain down just like normal. Comes all the way down into here. Again, it needs to come to at least the midpoint, if not a little bit below. To be as big as we want. And I'm pretty much just pulling this one straight down. A little bit to this. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. There we go. Pull that one in, and we're going to change this a lot anyway, so it doesn't matter. Need some dark back here for the mountain. I'm going to show you why I say it doesn't matter, because it really doesn't. The way you lay this thing out does not matter as much as you think. a nice edge on there. There we go. I can see a peak right here, here. There's a little bitty guy here somewhere in this big one. And there's a mountain shape that we can work with. Yep. All right, let's go back to the palette for a minute. All right, so what I want to show you here is I'm going to wipe my knife off. Just I'm lazy, I didn't tear off the paper towel. I'm going to grab some white up here, titanium white. Okay, yeah, let's just grab more. I know I'll need it. No, I don't need it. Pop it down, and then watch this. I want this to be orange. Not completely orange. I'm going to leave it kind of marbled. That way we'll have brighter spots and darker spots. There. Something about like that will get us going. Anytime you're working on a mountain and you're trying to cut the paint, just kind of, it's going to be hard to see this, but put your knife in there and go, and you'll cut the little roll of paint that Bob was always tickled about. You can also kind of scoot across it and grab the little roll of paint too. There's 10 different ways here. I'm always bad in class to say 10 different ways to skin a cat. And I don't think Bob would like that saying, so we'll quit saying that. Let's go back to the canvas now and do our mountain. All right. We got our paint. We're ready to run. Take your knife, don't lay it down flat. Just kind of go up here and start laying out this mountain. Ooh, that's really orange. I may need to put some more white in it. You kind of have to adjust as you go. A little bit more white in there. There we go. This will be a little bit better. And I'm right outside that edge. Just kind of floating down through here. Letting it break. Letting it break. Don't be scared. Oh, I got a little. Don't be scared of the paint. Take no pressure. I got a hair on my knife. No pressure. There we go. We got our edge done. Always my hardest part. I don't know why. Here. Now we're gonna start working pretty much straight down this mountain. It's a big mountain, so it's gonna take just a little bit of time to do it. You know, a mountain takes up more than half your canvas. You're gonna have a little time in it. And this mountain won't be exact to the other one. I can already see one difference. I had a little peak here, I think. Let's see. Trying to think. What I want right there. A good bit of color. Right there. Just kind of pulling straight down on that, but no pressure. No pressure. If you use pressure, you're going to be in Agony City real quick. And nobody's ever wanted to go to Agony City that I know of. So. Alright, see, we're starting to make a mountain out of nothing. I always talk about moving mountains, but you also can make mountains out of nothing. Just have to have it. Just have to have the courage to try. Alright, so we're going to have a good shadowy. I'm going to put a little bit here and just kind of let this connect right there. That's how you kind of create different angles and things in the mountain, so you don't have them all running all the way down. Or there we go. Let's just, I'm going to skip over here and there we go. Let's just do this one real quick. Maybe something like that for this guy. Something like that. And we're working with a really muted orangey white or white orange. We'll come back later and mess with it a little more. I did that at the end the last time, so I'm gonna do that again. Now let's just start working, kind of moving our knife a little bit that way, so we don't have one straight angle down. We don't want just one straight angle. There we go. White. You can always put pure white on here sometimes. That will look nice. It's a different way of looking at it. Alright, I'm gonna put one right here. Pretty big peak there. And this probably won't look as orange until we see a picture of it. Because this light up here is interfering with us a little bit. There we go, look at that. Got all kinds of little crevices in there. That's what we want. That is what we want right here. Let's shoot. Got some fire on the mountain now. Tone that down. Or not. Oh yeah. I'm liking the mountain. I like it. Right in here, maybe some fire on that mountain. Look at that. Added a little bit more orange. If you're careful, you can go back over it. You cannot use any pressure. And if you keep going over it, you're going to lose everything. So at some point you have to stop. It's kind of up to you to figure out where that stopping point is though. Right? And oh, a little bit more right here. Drag that down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to do something here before we forget. Let's go ahead and beef up our orange. I'm taking pure orange now and finding some areas just to lay that on top of. And it's just barely touched. I'm not even really, you can see how loose I'm holding that knife. That's the key to the whole thing. If you start putting too much pressure, you just smear the paint. And nobody wants smeared mountain. I don't think. I need a little bit more right here. Let that float down. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then we're going to do something here. Let's work on our shadow a little bit. I'm not going to bring you over to the palette for the shadow, but it's going to be white and Prussian blue. Now let me show you. When you work with blue, never grab a bunch. That may be too much, but I'm going to try it. It's strong, and you'll keep chasing, trying to get the white back, and you just can't. What we want is a pretty blue for a shadow color. Pretty blue that will go with our orange. There it is. So it's Prussian blue. You could use phthalo blue too. Let's get this one. And just come down through here. No pressure. Hope y'all can see that. I'm using no pressure. I'm literally kind of scooting that along. You do pull just a little bit, kind of pull to the left. Let's add a little something here. Yeah. I want to add a little more blue into the mountain this time. All right, rocking and rolling. Get here and working this straight, almost straight down, but you're kind of pushing up into that paint and pulling a little bit. I can't see for the light. Stand up and do it. There we go. And I'm not going to bring this one. I'm going to let this peak kind of stand out this time. A lot of times we put it in the background. Let's not. Back here. You just pull. I'll kind of get put in a little bit. Put it back there a little bit. That's okay. All right. Fix that. I'm going to bring that back out. Just a little bit. Something like that. Oh, I like that blue. Liking the blue. Just gonna take a half a tube of white. I've got a little tube here. And I'm working with. Get my color mixed again. Again, I'm just mixing a little bit of blue and white over here. Nothing you can't do. We're still collecting for the retirement fund for squeaky chair. Not going real well. I want it bright blue. There we go. Right here, get behind this peak. Pull this one back. Let that float. I need a little more. It'll be pretty. A little bit more over here. Come on. Come on, knife. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's looking good. Oh, where else? Where else? Where else? I'm thinking right here. And a little bit. Oh, look. Happy little accident. We're going to fix that. Pull a little bit in there. Leave a little bit in there, maybe. Maybe. Maybe there's a little bit in there, even. See how I'm lightly touching it, though? Can't use pressure. If you use pressure, it will not work. It's probably one of the truest things that Bob said when he was working on mountains, you know? If you try to use too much pressure, you're going to have a heck of a time getting it to work. I'm liking more blue. I've got more blue in this mountain than the other one. Let's, what do I want to do now? Before I forget. Just remembering what I did on the other one. Is I actually went ahead and somewhere in here there's another little peak, and I put some more dark back in just to help me kind of define where it lives. It kind of goes into that one. This is not the second mountain. There's two mountains on this thing. This is just another little peak. And that's probably plenty. I'm probably going to add just a touch more. I'm just looking at the reference painting off the screen here. And we would kind of pull this one out a little bit. The peak. Right there. But see, now that one's in front of all this, so it's actually like having three mountains. By the time we're done here. There we go. And before I forget, I should have did this first. Should have done this first. Let's throw a little bit. Give her shadow back here for sure. Look at that. Just brought it right out. Now, I'm going to actually pull that, watch it, I'm going to pull that through, and there's a reason. It's going to look like it was cut off, so now it looks like it's behind there. So we don't know exactly where that mountain goes. That's what we want. Alright, grab some of our highlight color, which I'm fastly running out of. Another little peak here. This peak again is not the second mountain. Yeah, I haven't forgot. This is just another part of the mountain. And that's good. It's no pressure. No pressure. Use pressure. That'll work. Alright, pull it down like that. I'll tell you what, let's add here and let this kind of grow together. Just like that. Yeah. Yep. probably good. Take a little blue and throw our shadow back here. There we go. Get a little more shadow right in there. Maybe right in here. Oh, a little too much shadow. I don't mind it being chunky. I'm chunky, so no big deal. Alright. And we can always create another little peak there. Shadowy area. And I can just throw some blue in here and there. Pull it that way. Maybe there's a little bit in there. It's just about what you see when you paint. Don't worry about what I see. There, look at that. I even just pulled it on there. However works. There we go. I like that. Liking that. Yeah. Because I'm the one painting. I'm the one that has to like it. That's the rule. A little bit right here. And that just got to come together. All right. Well, we're sailing through here. I am going to tap, 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 and then lift up on this. This one needs some fog and mist. This is the brush I put in the liquid white and the yellow on the canvas, so it will actually kind of soften everything down too. Tap that out just a little bit. A little bit more there. Over here. Just kind of get tough with it. Like that. Oh, that's a big mountain. Bright too. And at the end, what I'll probably do is touch it up a little bit here and there, because I did on the other one. You can do that on the mountain, especially if you don't have trees in front of the mountain. It's all the area there I didn't like. There we go. Alright, these look, I mean, this is a huge mountain range, right? Somebody has to tell me where this is at, because I don't know. Alright, let's get some more mountain mix. We've got our mist and fog down here. If you wanted to, would be kind of cool. Let's do it. I didn't do it on the other one. I'll grab a 1-inch brush to do that with. And do what, you say? I don't know. We'll try something. White and orange. And just throw a little bit of a glow down here. Oop, went outside the mountain. Okay. More white and orange. I may not like this, so. Like that. A little bit more white. There we go. Be careful you don't get the blue and the orange smearing together. You'll get a kind of a green. Yeah, oh yeah. Tap in some fog now. Just a hint of it there. There we go. Grab this brush and just kind of lift that up a little bit. See how careful I am about it? There. It gives a little glow. I hope that shows up on the camera. Like this one's sitting in something. Sitting in the fog and mist. Alright, we've got some more mountain mix out. Now we're going to do our big mountain. And we're going to do the big one. I'm sorry, not the big one. Our second one. I'll get it right here in a minute. it's coming down to about right here. And it lives right there. It's pretty much just a standard mountain shape. Change it up as you want to. But it does, we'll add a little bigger canvas for this one, so I'll add something over here. Maybe it comes out there. You can tell I'm being real careful. The looser you become on the canvas, the better your painting will look. Don't worry if you want a nice edge, but if you go outside like I did right there, take your knife and get it back. That's all you gotta do. Not magic. There. There we go. Maybe. Shoot. And just 3 or 4 peaks. I don't know. There. Something like that. There we go. Let's pull this guy out. Let's get the right brush. Pull that way. In. And maybe pull back this way. We don't want to go any lower than that. Remember, we got a lake in here. Well, I've just sneezed real big. You may have heard that. There we go. It's another little mountain range sitting in front of that one. It really makes that one glow, doesn't it? Pretty cool. Grab some orange and some white. What do I do on this? Yeah, pretty much orange and white. We can start wherever. Go. Oh, getting green. Be careful. Be careful. Mountain mix working us there. Maybe here. Put this one in. Like that. I need more orange. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's just put a little bit over here maybe, and then maybe something there. I don't know. Alright. This mountain is way off too. Even though it's closer, it's still a long way away. So you don't have to have tons of detail in it. Also got a little foothill to put in, so the foothill actually looks really nice on this one. Alright, we got that. Guess what we do next? Blue. And maybe start here. Look at that. There's our shadow. There. Sneak in here. A little bit there. Maybe right there some. There's some shadow. Oh, I love that blue. It's very vibrant. Really, really nice. That. I need to change that one a little bit. Here. I think down in here we can start getting into more shadows. So, probably need a lot of shadows with that big guy back there. That. Pull a little bit that way. Pull that one in there. Oh, what else? Right here, maybe? What do you think? I think so. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's a little different. Watch this. Let's go smear some in there. And then maybe that comes in right there. A little bit of snow on there. Yeah. Perfect. Maybe right here. Yes, sir. All right. Let's just tap this guy out. We need more. We need more. There we go. And I want that. And again, we're gonna probably beef up the orange at the end. Just because I want to, you know. My world, so, you know, all that spiel. But it's true. I want to beef up. I want more orange. I'm going to have more orange. Hard to say. There. Okay. I like it, guys. I like it. But we do need to just kind of give it a little bit. Be careful. Don't go too much lower than that. I'm just going to brush that gently. Tap it maybe a little bit. Oh, there. And tap that one just a little bit. Two hairs and some air. Pull this one this way just a touch. Alright. Woo-wee. Big old mountain. Now, we've got to do something that's important. Take a gob of color here. How to put our water in. I'm not worried about a sheet of white like Bob would always leave a little white there. Not on mine. I'm just throwing it in here pretty thick. Just smearing it out, spreading it out. I've got liquid white down here, so it's going to dilute it a little bit. And that's okay. And what we can do actually is pull a little bit of that color up into a mountain shape. Just be careful because that blue will turn a greenish color. There. Set that mountain down. Need more. I think my lake was more vibrant than the sky. And I liked it. There we go. Still going side to side. Down here, we can put it in. We don't really need to. Because we got trees that live down there. We'll put it almost all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Look how bright that is. Goodness. Big mountain, big sky. Kinds of stuff. There we go. I think I've about used up all my orange. Let's get a little bit more right there. I want this so bright, so bright. Go straight across. There we go. There we go. I'm actually going to dip you guys down just a little bit. Okay. So we got a little foothill back there, and that foothill is made. I'll just show you the colors. No big fancy mixing or anything. Some Prussian blue and a little bit of your mountain mix. That's pretty much it. Pretty much all I use. You can also put a little drop of black in there if you had black out. But you want it to be blue. I'm just putting the mountain mix kind of to dull it just a little bit. Alright, here we go. See if this is right. You also know that you can change this at any time. Yep. That's what I want. Right there. Dark, dark, deep blue. Don't lose your lake though. I'm just tapping. You can almost see that bounce in that brush. Just kind of cutting across through there. Yeah, maybe here it kind of joins up somewhere. I want it pretty dark. Now here is going to be the game changer. We're going to put this blue in here. And if you're not careful, you will get a, and it's fun, you're going to get a little green. I don't care. You could add a little more black to help with that. But to me, I like it. Maybe pop this up. Barely. You can see the little tree line now. Just barely. Just young. You know, sometimes I'll go like that. Pull up some little taller ones. Alright, now the key here is the brush you use. I don't want to use brand new. I got a brand new one. Alright, we need a little bit of reflection, we know. What you don't want to do is keep pulling. Just pull it down and be done. Because it won't look as green if you do that. There you go. A little green's okay. Water's green. Sometimes I get green. There we go. Maybe wipe that off. And just go across it gently. Gently. Set that down. It's just 2 hairs and some air. Set that down. And it has a little bit of a green cast to it, I guess, but it's okay. And then what I do here on this one is just come back carefully. Just kind of pull it just a little bit more. Pull a little bit more definition there. Like that. There we go. Our lake. The key here is making sure that you are level. Take our knife. Get some white. You can use liquid white or titanium. I like titanium. Just start thinking of a water line back in here. Put some orange in that water line. It'll look better. Add that shoreline. Make it as thick as you want. There we go. Oop, that looks. Keep it level. Keep it level. There we go. I think. A little more. Right there. And then over here. Kind of put some over here. A little bit over here. Go. And if you wanted, always throw a little bit here if you wanted to. Make sure it's clean. Something like that. All right. Well, we're about to crank this out. All right, some blue and some mountain mix. What you need? Blue mountain mix. Maybe a little black if you got it. Blue and mountain mix. Mostly blue. Alright, somewhere down here lives a little piece of land. You see why I didn't worry with the lake. And you can fill this in. Get rid of that white canvas. Cap tap, 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 tap. There. Yes, there we go. And what I would do if it was me, and I think I did, I would add a little bit of green. I would add about that much sap green into my color. Still blue. It's got green in it now too. Let's put us a tree. Work on a tree here. A lot of paint. A lot of paint. Oh, we got one big one here. Let's see where I want it. Right there. Just touch, 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 touch. Ooh, getting a little cricket. A little cricket on me. I'm gonna do down trees. Going left, then right, left, making sure that we can get through that blue paint behind us, and right, or right and left, it doesn't matter. Need more blue. You want this to stay pretty much blue, not green. A little green's okay, but it's got to be a blue-green. There we go. Let's cover up that. There we go. Working our way down. Yeah, it's a blue-green is what I've got. Just using that corner. Now we paint a couple of these. I may let it stop on the edge tonight. Kind of took it all the way down the other night. We'll decide in a minute. Alright, I need a little more phthalo blue. Phthalo blue. And, you know, I can see similarities, I can see differences in the painting versus the one the other day. Let's go. There. I wanted to darken that tree up a little bit. This is the big one. Oh. Yeah, we'll let this one come all the way down. We'll highlight it to make it look like it's all the way down. Okay. We've got another over here. And it's a little bigger. Oh my. Oh my. Alright. Touch, 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 touch. Start working left, then to the right. Left, then right. I'm going to keep this one kind of skinny. Try to at least. You can see that brush bend when I'm working with it. Yeah. I'm using more of the brushes to get down the canvas. It's just what you're going to do. There we go. Got two huge trees. Now we're going to switch brushes on you. Alright, so I'm switching to my trusty silver for trees. Let's see what we can do here with that. Alright. Where do we want a tree? We've got one that cuts through that. Goodness, how did I get that in there? That's a tough one. Alright, let's just do it. Make a little line. A faint line at that. It'll work though. This is when you might have to take a drop of thinner. I think I'm going to. A little drop of thinner won't hurt you. When I say a drop, I mean like a sniff. Like the brush barely touches the thinner. Like one hair touches the thinner. Not the brush, no, just one hair of the brush touches the thinner. There we go. And I think, oh yeah, see how it sticks? There we go. I don't want to lose my lake, so being careful. Do not let this tree get big. What I mean by that is wide. On a skinny tree, it's a skinny evergreen. It's been on Weight Watchers. Jenny Craig tree. I don't know, something like that. There we go. Getting a little beefy there. Better back off the bars. And probably something like that. My trunk's a little off center. I'm gonna put trunks in these, so no big deal. Let's do a couple more. We almost got the painting done. Right there. Barely touch. Pull your little line down. No pressure. And it's a little, mostly Prussian blue, a little bit of Mountain Mix, and just a smidge of green. And you'll have to kind of decide what a smidge is. Just a hint. Enough to give it a little greenish coloring. But it's still blue. Getting quiet. I tend to be quiet. Alright. There we go. We can, right there. A little bit down there. I really like the looks of those versus these. Just different. I don't know. It's probably just where it is different. I think it's nice. Make sure you don't have these two the same height. So this one needs to go just a little bit higher, or this one's a little bit lower. Let's see, we go a little, just a smidge higher. There. And we'll put our grass in, and we'll bring a couple of these down. That'd be fun. Look, a little fat there at the top. Be loose with them. Let them be trees. Trees grow crazy at times. There's a big tree. And that one could be, I don't know, right there. All right. thing we do next, I still got a little bit of orange. We'll grab the brush here. Let's see if we can get it to stick. Not well, just a drop of. There we go. So just a tiny bit of liquid white. Yeah, there we go. A little bit. Need a little hot on our grassy areas. I'm just loading that brush up, so I'm doing. Nothing fancy. Just kind of hitting. There. Make a little hill there. Leave it a little dark. Decide where all this land lays. Something like that. Well, looks good. Didn't look that bad. Alright. I'm going to find some Van Dyke Brown. Take a little Van Dyke Brown, we're going to marble that color, just like we marbled the orange. Van Dyke Brown and white. Van Dyke Brown and white. Take your knife and marble it. Again, I don't need to show you that. You've seen me marble colors before. There we go. And hold on here. Like a little tree trunk. There we go. Just touch. Maybe this one. We'll have to go back over the branches, but maybe that one comes all the way down. Sometimes they do. It comes down all the way there. Look. Just kind of pull a little bigger area there. This one. Like that. Right there. Oh, that's a big one. Not too big. There, and there. Alright. Now, take a clean fan brush here. Alright, I grabbed a clean fan brush. And I'm going to take a bit of sap green just on the fan brush, like that. And the Prussian blue I'm going to place on my palette here. And then white. You want a blue green. You do not want a yellow green for for these trees. It'll look odd. It will look really odd. Make sure you get you a blue green. Still mostly blue, but a little green. I'm going to use a little bit of liquid white to kind of loosen it up. Because this paint I'm using is quite thick. I think that's the green I want right there. Oh, that looks good. A touch more white. Alright, let's do this one. Try it out on this one. I don't want a really bright highlight. Yep. brighter. Touch darker. Keep playing with it till you like the color. It's not set in stone until you're done. You can change it. Different, you know, add different things to it. Just heed my warning on this one and use a blue-green. Something like that. The yellow-green will just throw the whole color scheme off. That's my opinion, so feel free to make your own. Alright. Cover up some of those trunks. Always cover the top and the bottom of your trunk. It will look odd. Well, that's perfect green. Perfect green for this painting. And even though I used the filbert to make these trees, I'm just going to use a fan to highlight them. And you can really be wild with that. You can just kind of throw it on there. It looks nice, I think. Can also clean the filbert and use it. There, that was pretty good. Let's do this one before I forget it. Before I run out of color, I should say. Alright. Figure our light's coming this way. Paint. There we go. Bouncing around with that, not really. There. Boy, that looks craggly. My tree looks craggly, I'm happy. There. Branches going every which way. Let's do this one. And again, I did it with the filbert, but look, just be loose. Shoot, we got one coming all the way over there. There. Oh, I need to fix that. The trunk. And last one. Look at that. You just craggy looking. I don't know. I like it. I need to do this here. Let that one sit there. That needs a little tip. All right. We're going to script. We're going to switch to a script liner now. And go back into our tree color. This is where you start getting some details. Off of these little guys here. Make sure you got your paint good and thin. Should run almost like ink. Starts running away from you. You got it right. Just pulling little limbs out of here. Orange and blue green here, just perfect together. All kinds of stuff down there. There we go. I'll pull some off this guy. See, I'm being super careful, which I'm not. There, okay, over there. Let's clean it a little bit. We'll load it back up, and we've got little stick trees. If we can get enough paint in our brush, we get, there we go. Maybe one. I think on the other one I put grass. Oh, I mean, you can do that. You can just kind of come in here and kind of pull up like that, almost like a circle hitting the canvas. Little clumps of grass, if you want. And you can always, cattails maybe, I don't know. Like that. What else? Down here, I think we need a bigger stick tree right there. Something. Like that. It comes all the way down in there. Oh, I know what it did. A little brown and black. Color kind of thin. Well, we've got one that's pretty tall. There we go. And it's just it's a dead one of these. Kind of ghostly. Throw some stuff off of it like that. Maybe just a little bit smaller one right there. And little things in here just kind of takes time. It's kind of like that last painting, it's tedious. The foresty one, but it really pays off. You could spend a lot more time than me. Really make it look nice. Tree just getting a good nap. There we go. Pull off some bigger ones. There we go. See, I like that. I like that a lot. And that tree coming all the way down. Got our grass in. Now we get a tinker with the mountain and we're done. My knife. Make some room here. I'm getting paint out. I ran out. Nothing fancy. This is going to be pretty much orange. Just a touch of white in it. I want to make sure that I don't see any of that dark on that edge for this one. Even if I go all the way outside of my outline, that's okay. maybe here. A little bit there. And this is mostly just orange. And I'm just spreading a little bit extra in here to kind of accentuate things. Even maybe just little pieces of orange in there. Stand up and look at it now. Yep, right here. So it's a little more interesting to look at. Right there. Yep. Oh yeah. Cut right through that blue. The blue is as important as the orange on this one. So don't lose your blue. Don't lose your shadow. I think this needs to be brighter. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Now it's standing out. That's what I wanted. Yes. And this is what I did at the end on the other one. I wanted it to be just crazy colorful. You gotta be careful here because we can't really blend. You gotta tap it with your finger maybe. Just let it kind of sit down there in the mist. Oh, that's nice. Much nicer, guys. Don't be scared to go back and you do have to learn when to stop. But you also have to learn that you can keep going. There's no penalty here. Watch this, I'm gonna bring this one out. A little bit more. Like that. See, what I need to do though is get me just a touch of white and blue mixed up, don't I? Color back here. Yeah. Chunky monkey maybe. There. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Always trying to sneak back and just pull just a little bit on your, if you add any back in. And another thing sometimes I've been doing recently is making sure, taking my knife and just kind of running it like this. And it gives you a nice shadow top to that mountain. Right here, maybe just a touch here. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. There, stop. I'm gonna get in trouble. See if I can get that out. Nobody's here to tell me to stop. There. I'm fine with that. There we go. Brush it a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah, that works. It'll even work better when I do this. Keeps running too. There. We better stop. We better stop. I get in trouble. And the video way longer than I wanted it to be. I am not a speed painter, guys. That's okay with me. All right, we got our trees, got everything in. If one more little area maybe that I see that I don't like, and I will be done. Give me a little bit of my orange, a little bit of my white, and somewhere get me a place to mix it. I'm running out of room here on my big palette. This area could use a little more definition. I gotta be careful because I can't really blend it, so I've gotta just kind of stop. And that's fine. The mist can eat that up if it wants. I always just throw a little bit and just kind of walk it back. I'm not worried about making changes as I go. I'm worried about liking the painting. There we go. Yeah, maybe. It's right there. Right there. One more little change here that I don't like. This area I want there. Bring it out just a little bit more. And then we'll have to go back. A little bit. Overshadow. A little chunky back there. Alright, there it is. We'll call it Creamsicle Mountain. I don't know, let's turn this off. See if you can see it a little better. There it is. Alright guys, everybody take care. I will see you soon.